If you want to beat McLaren's lineup next year with the same power unit that you kindly provide to them, you would need Max and George, wouldn't you? That's the duo you would have to, and then sort out two bulls in one field.
Well, this is all more in the, let's say, long shot, far-fetched, because I want to stay with Kimi and George as it stands. Everything else is not realistic. But obviously, you have a Russell-Verstappen lineup that's Prost-Senna, I guess, no?
So I'm a bit confused because I'm not as clever as you, but you manage George. I understand Mercedes-Benz managed George, but George doesn't have a drive for next year confirmed. So how does that work in reality? Do you sort of step over the other side and go like, that's too much money, George, and how does it work?
Well, we try to pick up young drivers very early in their career, and we are financing all of it. So we're not asking any contribution from the parents or any sponsors. And for that, for a certain time, we have the managerial rights. And it's very similar to what Red Bull has. No
and
difference.
Is George asking too much money? What's stopping you signing George? Because it must be so embarrassing for him. Keep turning up at Grand Prix, having to justify himself when he's doing such a good job.
No, I think it's more that you guys make a lot of pressure, and because it's an interesting topic, it's completely normal. We have those negotiations and those discussions. Every driver wants to have a better car and more money. Completely normal behavior. And that's not going to be the crucial point.
But do you think George perhaps brought it out into the open about you're having conversations with Max because he wanted to expedite this process, because he felt the pressure to?
Well, I think he's now triggered the whole media avalanche. But I think, I'm sometimes maybe naive, but I try to be transparent with the drivers. And I said to him, listen, I have the obligation of exploring what Max is going to do in the next few years. And I think he just came out with it, wanting to show that I'm aware what's going on. There's nothing happening behind my back, and I'm fine with that.
Do you think holding George's feet to the fire a little bit about contracts
No, as a driver, he's so mature and stable that I don't think that makes any difference on performance. On the contrary, I would wish to have him in a safe place a little bit earlier. We haven't managed to do that now, but I'm optimistic that he's going to sleep well over the summer break.
George Russell's current deal with Mercedes expires at the end of the 2025 season. Although he has expressed confidence about signing a new contract, an agreement hasn't been finalized yet. This has led to growing rumors, especially with Mercedes showing interest in Max Verstappen should he decide to leave Red Bull in the coming years. Team principal Toto Wolff addressed the delay, saying contract negotiations are normal and there's no rush. He also explained that media pressure has made the situation seem bigger than it really is. Wolff made it clear that Russell and young driver Kimi Antonelli are still the most likely lineup for 2026, though he admitted Mercedes is keeping its options open. Despite the uncertainty, Russell is enjoying a strong season, with several podiums and a victory in Canada. Wolff praised his maturity, saying the contract situation isn't affecting his performance. Talks are ongoing, and both sides remain confident about a deal.
Of the season, and Mercedes' first podium.